working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at 5:30 in high definition.
New at 5:30, congressional candidate Terry Phillips has challenged Representative Kevin McCarthy to a series of debates.
That's right, and on Friday, Kevin McCarthy said he was up for a debate as the November election gets closer. Come November, there will be a runoff between the two. In the June 5th primary for the 23rd Congressional District, Congressman McCarthy received 74% of the vote. Terry Phillips, who was running as an independent, received 16% of the vote, and Eric Parker got 9% of the vote in the primary.
And Terry Phillips is with us in studio tonight. Good evening, Mr. Phillips, and thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Judging from the primary, Mr. Phillips, you have an uphill climb if you're to unseat Congressman McCarthy. Of course, he's the third most powerful lawmaker in the House right now. He enjoys strong support in the district. Why are you running?
Well, I'm running in part because Mr. McCarthy has never been seriously challenged. Apparently, he has run unopposed almost his entire career. I noticed that he said he always debates his opponents, but I don't find any evidence of that. I don't think he's ever debated an opponent, and that's one reason that I'm here, to get him to answer questions about his legislative record.
And Mr. Phillips, what is Congressman McCarthy doing or not doing that makes you want to replace him?
I guess there's a long list of things. I would begin with his failure of leadership. Being a leader of Congress only means that he gets his fellow Republicans to toe the party line. But oftentimes the party is wrong. Unfortunately, Mr. McCarthy doesn't have the flexibility to change along with that. But he's been wrong on so many issues himself, wrong on education, on health care, on jobs, some of the most important issues that our district is facing.
You say he's wrong on health care. Let's start with that. Why do you say that?
Well, let's begin with the budget, the Ryan budget. Mr. McCarthy's in favor of it. That would effectively kill Medicare for seniors as we know it. He's also been opposed to the reform of health care. He said he wanted to completely repeal the new health care law. I don't think that makes much sense, especially when it means that a lot of young people would be without health care. A lot of people with pre-existing conditions wouldn't qualify for medical insurance, and the effect that it would have on the economy, too. He's only looking at the short term, not at the long term.
And what about jobs? He said he wasn't doing enough in the area of jobs.
Well, the whole economy depends on more jobs, especially here in this district. His attention has been focused on other areas. He travels around the country promoting other politicians rather than staying here, getting to know his district better. I know that he and I differ on high-speed rail. I know that the high-speed rail proposal is imperfect. But again, he wants to just throw it away. I think we need to make it better.
All right, Mr. Phillips, you have a long career in broadcasting, both in radio and television. You've done some reporting overseas as well, as I understand from reading your website. But you also say on your website that you would bring bold ideas to Congress. Name one bold idea that you would bring first.
I would start by getting rid of this corruption, this institutionalized corruption that makes money the most important factor in who runs and who wins.
How would you do that?
I think we should treat political contributions as a form of bribery. I think we should stop having private contributions control who runs. They should be publicly funded.
And you're not the first person to champion that cause, but no one's ever been able to do it before. What makes you think that you'd be able to do it?
Because I'm not beholden to a political party. I am truly independent.
And let me ask you, Mr. Phillips, we had Congressman McCarthy in studio last Friday, and when asked if you would debate each other here at KGET, he said yes, and of course he wants to wait till the November election gets a little bit closer. What are your thoughts?
Well, we need to have a series of debates. There are so many issues that separate us, and we need to start right away. Voters need to know why their congressman is not here in the district, why he spends all of his time in Washington, of course, where he works, but traveling around the country promoting other politicians. They need to be able to ask him directly why he supports the policies he does and why his failed leadership has led to the results we have. We need to start that right now.
Terry Phillips will be running as an independent in the November general election against the GOP incumbent, Congressman Kevin McCarthy. Mr. Phillips, thank you for your time tonight, sir.
My pleasure.
Okay, we look forward to that debate.